All right, so we are talking still about you as an individual, building you, transforming you in order for you to give back to other people. Okay? I want to focus in on your energy and physiology that you experience every single day. Ask yourself, how tired are you throughout the day or at the end of the day? If you're tired at the very end of the day when it's time to go to bed, you're doing right. You're doing okay. But if you're tanking at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, something needs to change and you need to re energize your body in some way. So, I want to talk about some methods to be able to help you do that. And then I'm going to give you a checklist at the end for you to be able to highlight 3 different things that are going to help you be more energetic and develop that in your own life. So the 3 things that I'm going to talk about are mental and physical energy, the differences between that, then your routine, which has a huge impact on energy, and then stresses in our life. And I know all of us have different kinds of stresses, whether it's family or money or our career, or it's habits that we have in our lives that we need to overcome so that we can gain the traction that we need. And that's what this course is all about, is to win back your energy, win back your day, transform your life in such a way that you can start doing things intentionally and start doing things in an influential way that is going to be effective. Okay, so let's talk about mental, on the mental side of mental and physical. Okay, now mental, there are 3 different things that are going to help you have stronger mental energy. Now, what do I mean by mental energy? This is a great example of, are you in the game when you're in? Okay? You can be, let's use sports for example. Let's use a basketball game. You can be in the game physically and be shooting the ball, but mentally in the game means that you're all in, that you are keyed into making your shots, you're keyed into defense, you're keyed into your other teammates that you're going to pass and roll off of each other properly. That's what mental and physical does for you together. Okay? But this takes preparation. It takes time for you to prepare before the game actually starts. And I do lots of different breathing and meditation techniques that help me get prepared for something physically, but I do it mentally prior. So before I go to a sports event, or before I get on a video, or before I get on a phone call or a coaching session, I'm sitting down and analyzing and getting ready mentally prepared so that I know what to say and how to say it. Okay? The other thing is sleep. Sleep has a huge impact on your mental capacity and mental energy every single day. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're going to talk about stress here in a minute, but as the day goes on throughout the day, let's think of like a bucket. Your head is a bucket of stress, okay? It starts low, and as the day goes on, your stress rises and rises and rises until you're kind of all the way up into your eyes with stress, okay? At the end of the day, you need something to relieve that stress, which is naturally sleep. But most of us in America are getting about 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night, which means you are depriving yourself of your body naturally getting rid of stress for yourself. So the next day that you wake up, you actually have residual stress from the day before, which is not fair to you, but I know there's so much to do in the day and there's just not enough time for me to sleep that long. Well, you're going to have to make time because it's an excuse for you having bad health, really is what it is. Is if you can have 8 to 9 hours of sleep every single night, I guarantee you your stress levels are going to decrease and you're going to have better focus in your life. Stress has a huge impact on your mental capacity. And what happens at night is actually it works as like a washing machine. It washes out those stress hormones and chemicals in your brain that you might wake up with a higher energy mentally. Have you ever woke up and felt like, oh man, I just feel ready for the day. I'm just clear. I just feel so energized. I have. I know you have. But it doesn't happen all the time because we're not sleeping long enough or we're not sleeping the right way to prepare ourselves for bed. And then meditation. I talked about that just a minute ago. There's a lot of meditation techniques that you can do that are going to help you to sit still without distractions and just focus. Okay? Find time to sit still without distraction because the distractions are always going to be there. But your mind is so critical and it's so beneficial in the long scheme of productivity and accountability and growth and transformation. And I want you to be the best version of yourself. Now, physical entertains sleep as well, but we're going to talk about three other things: exercise, diet, and necessity. How necessary is it that you have mental and physical energy? For me, it's top notch. If my health is not doing well, it's because I'm doing something wrong. Most of the time, it's diet. For years, I ate really, really poorly. I was really bad. Doritos are my arch nemesis now. They are so good. What it comes down to is I love Doritos, but they're not great for my body. They don't make me feel energized. I don't eat a bag of Doritos and then get up and be like, well, let's go run around the block. No, I don't think that. I want to sit still on the couch and eat the rest of the bag. So that's what I want you to assess. What can you cut out? Are you having a treat every single day? Think of it this way: 90-10. 90% of the time, you're eating 100% spot on right. So balanced vegetable, fruits, vegetables, meat, protein, all that. You're having all of that, okay? I'm not saying cut out anything because that's not going to help you. You need to have a balanced diet. But I am asking you to eat more healthy majority of the time. 10% of the time is like your cheat time. You're like, you know what? I'm not cheating. I've agreed that I'm going to allow myself to have 10% of a treat, something like that. 10% of my eating, it will be a treat or something that's not great for myself. But if you do that, you're going to see a shift in your body, and you're going to see a shift in your energy because you're fueling your body properly. Okay? So really, really increase this necessity. My energy has transformed dramatically. My health has transformed dramatically. For those of you that don't know, I have a very rare disease that my red blood cells are attacked and killed off by my immune system. If I don't eat healthy, if I don't exercise, I could actually die from it. And I'm not joking. This is real. It's called PNH. If you want to look it up, look it up. But it's real, and I have changed my life because of how I eat and if I exercise. And you can do the same. Okay? So now your routine. We have two other things I want to talk about. Your routine is critical. Without the ability to stick to a rigid routine, your generated energy depletes momentarily. Begin to run your day instead of the day running you. Your success depends on your ability to be accountable to your routine. Now, if you don't stick to your routine, this is where accountability comes in. You need to stand accountable to it. Think, okay, I wasn't very good at this. That's okay. Fix it. Reschedule. Realign yourself with what you need to be doing. But you need to have a routine, especially your mornings. There needs to be meditation, there needs to be exercise, there needs to be eating right, whatever you want. I'm not saying that there's one way to do this, but every day I get up and I meditate, I study scripture, I write my journal, I write out my schedule for the day, and then I'm off to the races. But in that time frame, I have about an hour that I focus 100% on me, and then I allow distractions to come into my life. I don't bring up my phone until then, okay? So you need this. I know you know this, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But your routine will transform your day. It will make you be much more accountable to what you're doing. Now, also your stresses, okay? Controlling stress removes connection and forward growth. I'm talking about controlling here, okay? Where commanding stress allows new things to develop and you still accomplish success. It is a sense of rolling with the punches. Okay, that's what commanding is. Stop controlling and begin commanding. Okay, so often we build this stress inside of us because we're not controlling how things move in our everyday. It's not fair to yourself to do this. Okay, you need to move yourself forward in the right ways. Okay, so stop controlling everything. If you have a team, if you're controlling your team, most likely they don't like you because you're micromanaging the crud out of them, okay? Start commanding them. That means teach and train them, inspire them, motivate them, and then let them do their thing, okay? Let them come back to you and report on what they're doing, what they're learning, what they're growing with. But you don't have to be in their business all the single time, because guess what happens if you have to do that? There's no option for you to scale the business. You'll never be able to scale the business, because when you're gone, that team totally plummets and they will not be able to do what they need to without you there. So start commanding your team, okay? So mental and physical energy, routine, and start commanding your stresses and not controlling them, okay? And last thing, that checklist. Circle 3 things on the checklist that I offer to you that you can start implementing right now. I hope that you will circle the one about sleep, because sleep and diet, those 2 things will make a huge difference in your life. I know we live in an age where a lot of our offices have fully stocked kitchens with candy and sweets and all kinds of different things, soda. Yeah, lots of us use soda to re-energize ourselves, but guess what? You have this super high and then you just drop. You plummet because your sugar levels drop. So you'll have greater joy, you'll have a lot more success if you can maintain your energy off of you instead of off of consuming something, okay? So right now, stand accountable for your energy that you're developing mentally and physically so that you can double your success.